So this video shows you how to create a screen in Unity that will play your Movie Maker file or iMovie file. And the first thing you need to do is get Test Area on your desktop, and if you haven't yet, you can take it from Files for You and drag and drop it onto your desktop. The next thing you're going to do is open up Unity, and when you go into Unity and go to open a project, you're looking to open from your desktop the entire test area folder. So hit select folder. If you double click it, you enter the folder. That's not what you want, because you want really all of those together to open. And so we're going to hit select folder, and let's let Unity open. Now test area starts you out with a blank Unity project. It does have a few things in it already. It's got a ground that I've set up for you, and it also has a couple of scripts. And what we're going to do is, the first thing you need to do is add a folder to this project, and that's going to contain everything you create. So we're going to right click here and create folder, and then a good thing to name this might be your block, like if your block A1 and your last name. And then let's enter the folder, and into here is where you're going to put your stuff. So the first thing we need to do to create a video screen is we need to make an object that's going to the surface of the object becomes your movie. So under game object at the top, 3D object, we're going to create a cube. Now over here for our cube, here's our cube exists here, and if we zoomed in, it is there. But it starts off sometimes in a weird place. So over here with the cube selected, we're going to set the position to 0, 0, 0, and the cube now should be half on top of your ground. Now there's a couple of different ways to approach this, but here are the settings that I found that seem to work for a pretty good screen. So I'm actually going to copy my own settings now. I screenshotted them, and let's see how this looks. If position is, let me make this half screen. Half screen. Okay. Position 0, 2.5, 0. The next line, rotation, we're going to leave alone. Scale, we're going to do 0.01, making it extremely thin, 5 and 5. And you can tell now here my cube is kind of turned into a flat square. Almost done. We need to set down here is trigger. And then here underneath, this is important. These can all stay zeros, and they should be. The first number we're going to make 1,000. The next number we're going to make 1.5, and the next number we're going to make 2. And what that does is this yellow box, and those are the settings you need. This yellow box is now the area that when your character enters, the movie will start to play. So we've got a nice cube set up here. Drag this cube down into your folder that you've created. So when you go to export this later, this is going to be part of it along with your settings. Almost done. It's really it's not very hard from here. The next thing to do is we have to find your movie file wherever you exported that to, and it might be an MP4 or an MOV. You're going to take your movie file and drag it right next to your cube down here. And depending how long your file is, that might take a minute to import. Mine's taking a second here. Okay, there it is. And Sleeper is the name of my movie. And now you're going to take your movie and drag it onto your cube, which is really no longer a cube because you flattened it, but your screen. And then one more thing so that this knows to play it when you approach, back up here into the assets folder and go into scripts. And here's one called movie control, and this is a little bit of code that I wrote. And if you drag and drop movie control, onto your screen, that should be it. So let's hit play here. Now something to note is that the way the script works, it only start playing once you enter the field. So when you start out right next to your movie, sometimes you have to back out of that arena and go back into it. But here, this plays on both screens, and you're good to go.